a nation has a free will, and we just have to try to best to keep our own ship on right course. And the captain shouldn't be a politician. The captain in our life should always be within, whether we call Christ or God. That's the only one to rely on and to work with and to steer us through the storms. And there will be many more storms to come, most likely. But the only hold we can have is within us. As Christ said, the kingdom is within you. So trying to hold on to the outside world with a high bank account and storage of food and so on are things which may not last necessarily. But the only support we can count on and the only help we have is within us. And that is now, as long as we are now in a relatively peaceful time, it is our great opportunity to establish that connection, the inner connection with divinity, through meditations, through prayers, through dialoguing, through actually speaking loud with it. I mean, there is no harm to speak whatever you think with God. That He is with you and He listens to you. So having that close connection, I believe, is the strongest, how shall I say, support we can have in case things are getting worse also where we are living.
So during these times, what is ours to do, because we can, is to really solidify and hone our relationship with the divine, our connection to all, to really engage in spiritual practice and go deeper into ourselves, so that when times get tough, we have the fortitude, we have the spiritual center, we have a grounding. We know that God, the source, is our source. Because I think that what happens is, during good times, we tend to get lazy and just kind of enjoy life. And then when something happens that causes us to be fearful, we don't have the equipment, or we actually do from a divine true standpoint, but we haven't honed it in our physical bodies, so that when something causes us to be afraid, then we become reactive, defensive, become, even violent because we're afraid. So what you're saying is, this is a time for us to really get close and connected to the divine source within us.
Definitely. I think that's your purpose to be here.